Will force dice for me so we can get destiny points taken care of. And also, Genetic, I'm going to do that too, real quick.
Understood, Capitan. One dice?
Yeah, just one single force die. We're going to set up the destiny points.
Why is it my dice rolling's not working, Graham?
What?
My rolls have not been working.
What is going on here?
Yeah, mine aren't either.
It didn't work when I pressed it.
Did you take power away from us, Graham?
I didn't intend to.
Stuff like that.
My dice roller's not working either. What the hell's going on?
Da da da.
Alright, let me take a look at this then.
I got you, Graham. I know what to do. Ba-da-da.
That, I don't... What? That
No,
doesn't...
I just rolled a
Stop!
standard. The standard dice works. The Star Wars dice don't work.
Yeah.
Okay, be right back.
So I'll need to look into this real quick. Give me a second, guys.
I know, right? This whole game we don't roll. We just gotta narrate it, and if we narrate it good, then we survive. If we're a bad narrator, you die. It sounds like my life game. You have like one dice roll, and then based on you narrate, it's how bad things happen around. Schuster, Brewster. How's your week been, Schuster?
Long and full of work.
Oh yeah, you work at Apple, right? So you guys had to do your pre-orders, the pre-order stuff.
Not necessarily, but yeah, I was stuck in there like 50 hours this week.
What the hell is going on?
Well, Schuster, I hope you treat Don nicely. He's a very kind fellow. I think he's also the youngest character we have now. He is. He's only 16.
I can't make any promises in the heat of the moment.
I don't know what you mean. Unlike Ares, he is not your friend. He is not going to have a rookie try to cut chains off of him. He is not as stupid as his brother is. He is the educated one.
Well, that remains to be seen.
He is the educated one out of all 8 of the siblings. There's 8 siblings.
It's an occupational hazard.
It's an occupational hazard.
Okay.
I did not.
We got dice rolls.
God. Yes. Okay, I'll give you my first dice then, good sir. Hra! There you go.
Wow. So we get 2 white, 1 black.
I told you Don he's just a good fellow.
1 white. Okay. 2 white, 1 black, 1 white.
What's the other white from? Oh, because he has 2 white. Oh, good job.
He also might be the shortest character too.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started here, and they can jump in whenever they get over here.
Okay, let me get my Ares face on.
Why are you getting your Ares face on? We're doing Dawn.
Well, no, Ares needs to talk because it's Transocean technically.
So
Don comes in like after you guys deal with him, and then Ares got to drag himself to the ship bay area, and then Don show up. So Ares got to like hump himself over to the Shadowhawk. I'm not gonna leave him in the middle of the street. He has a wanted poster out for him.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can just say that I mean, unless you have anything that you want to specifically do with Ares with the Trandoshans, we can just say that they Ares on the run back bumps into his brother, and they switch places from there essentially.
They just switch places.
Well, I mean, if that's what you want to do, like we could say.
Can I do the narrative that I wanted? I had something prepared for this.
Oh, okay, sure.
All right then. So we'll just say, if everybody agrees, that we did whatever the Transocean wants us to do. If not, we had to deal with the white army over here in the back.
Well, you don't have details yet on what the Trandoshans want you to do.
Oh no, but I'm saying like we had to go with them or deal with them.
Okay.
So I'm guessing we chose the latter over the. So Ares just like goes back to the Shadowhawk and just goes to his room or wherever they have him stay, and he just starts like medicing himself. But then he notices something that he's gonna need a little bit more rest than just a quick sew up. because of his Wookiee friend had cut a few little tendons and muscles there.
Mhm.
So, he takes out his comm and he calls whoever he has locally. He noticed that his brother Don is here doing little contracts or whatever he does on his pastime. And he calls Don to, hey Don, can you come here and help my acquaintances out? I don't want to have them man down here. If you see them fight, they are not like us, brother. They are not like us. They will die without me. So they need a Mandalorian here to hold it down. So Don agrees to this, not looking for money, just because it's his brother. He idolizes Ares.
What does Dawn sound like when he talks?
What?
What does Dawn sound like when he talks?
Do you want me to talk as Don?
I mean, I'm just like, give me an idea, like, because when the first thought in my head was that he talks like, as a joke, he talks like the 1960s Robin to the Batman. Gee golly willikers.
No.
Hey, Jeanette's laughing.
Give me a second, Graham. Someone text. I have a natural deep voice. I can't.
Gee golly willikers, Aries, you look terrible.
Nah, he doesn't sound like that. They all have.
I don't know that I'm ever gonna get that out of my head.
The only ones that don't have deep voices are the sisters. Okay, all the dudes have that deep voice. But stop. Okay, so we know how Ares sounds. Ares has that.
Make me laugh just like anytime Chewie goes. I'm gonna laugh. I think the gee golly thing is gonna make me laugh too.
Mhm.
Gee golly, Ares, what is the problem? Stop. Brother, you're all messed up. Oh my God, what has happened to you? Your shoulders all messed up. No, let me not. Matter of fact, the funny thing is I see Don talking like that because of you, Graham. I see him talking like that just to be funny, but
Sorry.
Well, yeah, Ares has that deep voice, so I don't know. My voice is naturally deep, so I always have these deep sounding characters. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so Ares calls his brother, and Don's like this. Jesus, I'm still thinking the rock. Oh my God. It's just like stuck in my head now. Maybe I should get back. Like I feel like
I have psychologically influenced a person's mind.
See, look, now you got the roleplay mode on. I feel like to be funny. I'm like a comedian at heart. Oh my God. I gotta think.
I mean, if you're not having fun, why bother?
I know, right? Okay, so let me see. Ares talks really deep. His brother's 16. Technically, his voice would be deeper. I'm not going to do a crack, though. I know how to do a crack on purpose to make it sound like he just hit puberty, but I don't feel like doing that because he's a Mandalorian. It'll make no sense. Oh, yeah. God. I'm guessing Ares always has that real deep voice, and Ares is very he's very great. Matter of fact, you see, the only way I can remember how Ares talk is based on the interaction with Nabs. When he said, "Hold still," then he tried to shoot her. Now okay, I got it. Done. Brother, what is it? Yes, I'm gonna give him a very educated voice. Oh, you'll see his little childish voice.
You don't actually have to like talk as their voices if you don't want, but
when he meets Kitty, you'll see the G. Willikers stuff. His personality completely changed when he sees his old acquaintance. He just like completely flips. I need you to come in here and help my peoples, brother.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on? Back, Luke. Stop mowing your lawn.
Take a shot at us.
Wow.
What?
Stop mowing your lawn.
Exactly. Fix your mic.
Is there a generator?
Fix your mic, Lando. You need some credits to buy a new one?
There we go.
Right?
Better.
For real, Lando.
Jesus.
Get a new hollow messenger. Jesus.
Get a hollow messenger.
He's got the hair dryer on with the dishwasher running,
right?
and
Right? He said he's like Archer, so he has to look good. We'll Don is not with the crew.
Okay.
After you saw his because you know what? Don has to make a show of things. You see his fancy red ship. Well, it's not fancy, but you see his nice, elegant ship land on the the dock next to the dock. Well, you
What
know where
kind of-
we are, the hangar.
Uh-huh.
He's kind of just he puts his ship on the other hangar, so
So
it's just like right there.
so what kind of ship does Dawn have? Does
If you want, Graham, I can look at the picture real quick.
Well, I mean, there's for the purposes of this game, which of the starting ships does he have?
He would have like the
Fire spray?
yes, the one that both.
Okay, because it's either the fire
That
spray or the
class.
sea turtle.
It's like in that class.
Yeah,
It doesn't look like that, but it's in that class.
sure. Okay.
A ship that he can man by himself, that he doesn't need 50
Yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
to.
That's fine.
But he could still put like a unit in there if he wanted.
Yeah, if we had all 6 of you guys in a fire spray, it'd be pretty cramped, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so so you're switched now, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
What up, DM?
What are we people rolling?
Hello, everybody.
Noel, can you still hear us?
He's not talking. He's probably adjusting his mic.
Okay. No, he's
Call me again, please. All right.
no,
Oh,
we
he's already-
did. He's responding. I asked him if he could hear. He said, "Yup." What was I gonna say? Crap. Oh, and questions of the week answers. Who wants to go?
I
Nats.
if nobody else does.
Yeah, go ahead and go first.
It's so just as who was a major influence in your character's past and why. So one of the things that happened in my character's patch, which is what she wants, is she wants to find her best friend Anura who got sold into slavery.
Uh-huh.
And echo, I hate it. That's better. Wait. So Anura, she met when she was like 6. She's pretty much Nabnia's childhood's best friend. Imagine that Nabnia was from a very wealthy family, and Anura was like from a very poor. She was like an orphan, living on the streets kind of thing. And Nabnia was bored with her family, so she went out, met her. They were in trouble or something. Got together, found out they made a good team, and because she had to live on the streets, Anura was really good at doing like deception stuff. So Nabnia learned how to read people and how to trick people and deceive people from Anura, and she also learned that because that was an area of expertise, that she kind of developed into. She also figured out that she could negotiate because of her actual family status. She was more comfortable in those shoes than Anura was. So pretty much she owes all of her ability to deceive and read people and her course in life later from the 6-year-old girl she met and became best friends with.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Awesome. Excellent. Who wants to go
Juicer?
next?
Juice or Noel, anybody? If I remember correctly, the question was somebody you know? What was the question? I was so much trying
Do you
to
even
think, Don.
email?
I answer all the questions. It's just I was working on Dawn.
Yeah.
So
The question was, for refresher, who was a major influence in your character's past and why? And that can be either, influencing positive, influencing negative, influencing whatever you want. So.
See, I could be
guess I
corny and just like throw like one of the brothers out there,
Well, this is you could do whatever you want. This is the goal of this one. This question is to be something else that someone else you haven't shared with us before.
Mine was in my character past, but I elaborated on it.
Or an elaboration. That's fine.
Ask me a sentient being.
Awkward.
That's a real question. Can it be a droid, or
Yeah. If you feel like there was a droid that influenced you, sure.
What you mean? He has his partner, the R5.
So yeah, share a way that droid has influenced Dawn.
Well, okay, so this is what happened. Let me tell you the story of R5. So, Dawn, unlike his siblings, had left very early for, the path, the Mandalorian path. At 14, his father had given him his ship and everything, his little AI system.
Yeah.
And Don went around and he had helped his brother fix ours. And Don was kind of affected by that. He saw like his brother had his own like companion, and Don wanted to get a companion too. So one day Don just he was also on Coruscant, but he was just walking down the street because he was trying to find his blaster pistol, which he has now. At the time, he was just like melee weapon boss mode, more or less, because he didn't like hurting people. He didn't like killing people. But he knew that the times he lived in, he needed a weapon. So while he was walking down, he saw like in abandoned parts, he saw like a little droid there.
Yeah.
And it worked there. Like it was like tossing out machine old machine parts.
Mm-hmm.
It was being used as little bar stool. They like hold little drinks and they bring it to you. And
Yeah.
he saw like this droid was getting abused, like they would throw stuff at it, and it just had like it was just calm, like a positive, like it wouldn't hurt people, just deal with it, like had nothing better. And that kind of influenced Don to how the world should be, and maybe you should just be chill about things and not get violent. Reference to his brother Ares, as you know him well, like don't just take out a gun and blast somebody for no apparent reason. So then Don decided to take the droid, and that's been his influence, his nice little partner that he has, aside from Grim, his AI system.
Awesome.
Which you will see him talk to the AI system in his helmet now and then.
Sure.
For like
I'm
witty
only gonna think
conversations.
about like Cortana now.
So
It's Guy though, but
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining is like.
So to save us from having to listen to Noel's feedback, I'll read his answer from the email. His answer for Lando was John Ka the Hutt played a major role in shaping Lando's career as a criminal. John Ka was in his prime when he took Lando under his wing. Lando needed to provide for loved ones, and the Hutt never missed a chance to exploit one's personal needs. Lando had a great time learning how to, quote, acquire goods and how to spot a good, quote, fence to move them. Lando has a good understanding of the underworld and a few Hutt-controlled planets, and is familiar with a few Hutts in the system. Thanks to John Ka, and finally becoming a respected soldier of the Hutt's den, he gifted Lando with the Shadowhawk as a birthday present, and promised Lando that his family would never want again. This is a liberating moment in Lando's life, and he'll never forget it. Pretty good. And then Chewie, what's your answer?
So as after Lando sold me into slavery for food, I cried.
Jeanette was waiting for it too.
Nicely done.
I cried into the air and said, "I will one day get vengeance for this." And
Oh, God.
as the years went on, I took my hammer and hammered stuff for slavery until Ares one day came in and rescued me out of slavery. And
Is it a story
from
about
that,
how Ares changed your life?
it is.
Oh
my God.
At that point, Ares changed my life as he took me out of slavery and gave me a second chance. He took me under his wing to teach me the ways, and
you cut him too, right in the shoulder.
And that was the time. And at that point, Ares told Chewie that one day he would get him close enough to Lando to make his life miserable.
Wow.
But you still chopped Ares, and that's not even the point. You didn't even apologize.
You guys know the goal here is to work together, not
I know.
not murder
I'm
each
not
other.
trying to. That's what he said.
It was occupational hazard.
I promise Lars, I'm gonna help him kill a prime minister. I promise Chewie we're gonna kill Lando, and then I promise myself I'm going to kill Lando. Do you not understand how the system works? It's just promises.
And yet you failed all of those, haven't you? Or no, I guess
No.
You're 1 and 2.
Not yet.
I haven't. We're gonna find a prime minister. He's in Coruscant. That's easy. Killing Lando's the difficulty because this is a team-based game. If Chooser wants to accidentally try to bake his cups and it just lobs his head off, that's on Chooser. I'll make sure I give Chooser butter that day so his blade just like falls out and just impales him. Lando just flies backwards. Oh, listen. Well, That's all Chuster. I'm not gonna try to kill you.
I never
I'm
said I
over
was gonna.
that.
I said I was gonna make his life
You said
miserable.
revenge. What, you gonna put him in chains? You gonna sell him for food?
Right? Why kill Lando?
Chewie is my longtime friend. That don't mean nothing. Chewie is like Ares' best friend. He has a life bond. They're friends until Ares dies or Chewie dies.
Lando, you
So-
sold me into slavery for food.
Exactly.
So wait, Noel, you were on Skype earlier without any of that feedback. What's different now?
He needs to probably work on his mic. It's probably not
Welcome
plugged
to
in.
Leighton Fawcett, by the way.
Swag. Swag from the Merc director, Merc Studios, Death Squad, Fireplay Records. Shout out, people. Name dropping all the groups.
Ah,
Heard of Bleach headphones. But she's home now. Da da da.
and yeah,
So
I know your normal headset broke.
Indirectly, it's the wife's fault.
Yeah. Do you want us to get Kitty into the Skype so that you can still talk for now?
I'm on my phone Skype with the Bluetooth headphone. Ah! Maybe that'll sound better.
Because I mean, if you guys just have her on Skype and you guys are both talking through that microphone, that should be okay, right?
Yeah, do what Jeanette and Graham does. They just sit very close to each other and talk into the same mic.
Well, I have a mic that picks us all up, so.
You know, Graham, I should buy you like a DM robe, like a Star Wars robe, and just give you like some evil mask.
How do you know I don't have one already?
Because the last few games you have not worn a robe.
Dude, I'm playing on a D&D game or a Star Wars game over the internet. I don't need to wear a robe. I saved that for my in-person games. I gotta pull it out of the chest.
He has like costumes and all that. It's just like based on the campaign. It's like if he's a different Lord of Death. He's like, I am now the God of Chaos. Be prepared, please. Call me back. Sure, buddy. I can't end the call with you, buddy. I'm sorry. Someone else gotta make that.
Call me back. Okay.
Oh, he's gonna try to build it on his laptop. That's true.
Yeah.
I like Chuser's Skype picture. He just done took Chewbacca's face.
Yep.
Well,
It's
I gave Chuster.
He has that. His picture looks like he has that look of like someone is doing something really stupid off screen.
That's
He's just-
himself.
And he's just kind of like, really.
But Grant, did you go into his character sheet? I gave Chuster a picture and he loves it.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get Noel back in here.
That's my Pantene commercial shot.
That's like one of his secret positive connections.
Ooh, I like that picture.
Yep.
That's a nice
Look
picture.
at that big old blade he cut me with. How disrespectful.
Noel's
How do I
back in.
sound?
What's up, Noel?
How do I sound now?
You sound
You
perfect.
sound better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Sound like a
Are you-
supermodel.
It's like we don't have to mute all of the sound.
Yep.
All right, so
Okay, go ahead.
So
up?
you know, Noel, there was no negative intent towards you. That's just Schuster's background story. He wants to put you in chains and sell you for food.
yeah, did you
It's
get all
gonna
that?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, Noel. You gotta live with it. It's gonna happen. We got to sell you for a mission. Like, watch. Graham's gonna give us a mission. We got to deal with some slave people, and Chewie's gonna like, yo, I'll sell him for like a piece of bread.
All right, so we're gonna get into this now, and now that everybody is more or less here and we've answered the question, so yeah, you guys where last we left were
Dancing.
face to face with a fellow Trandoshan, or not a fellow Trandoshan, but a Trandoshan who has strongly, what is this? Get out of here.
I don't know. Nabs is somewhere up there. I don't know.
Who has strongly implied that you do some work for them, or they're gonna sell you guys out.
Filthy lizards looking like geckos.
Do you guys?
Say,
What do you guys do? You're in an alley. The guys who just run the Empires run by, but they're still looking for you, and you have these two big Trandoshans, kind of telling you that you need to work for them now.
Just take the deal, guys. Ares just says that as blood squirts out everywhere.
No. There's no Ares. There's Dawn. There is only just
Well,
Dawn.
remember, it's like the Transocean account, and then
Okay. Yeah.
Ares is just squirting blood in the background, looking at his Wookiee friend, like, why?
I want to take
passed
the job
out.
You want to take the job? Okay.
because it'll get us money and it'll maybe get us off this planet.
Well, you hope it gets you
Juicer.
some money.
Juicer. It's like Aerie goes up to
Well,
Chewie. Juicer, pick me
before
up,
I go
carry me
anywhere-
to the ship.
Before I go anywhere with this guy, I'm gonna ask him how much it's gonna pay. What do I get out of it?
So.
I know he
So
said
you're like, so you say, hold on, buddy, you know, what's this job gonna pay? And the Trandoshan kind of like narrows his eyes and takes a step forward to you, and he holds out like he like points at you with one of his little clawy fingers and kind of just pushes it on your chest and says, "Your freedom, that we don't sell you out, is what the pay is, human."
That sounds like a good deal to me, guys. Aerie says this
us
as
out.
like
Yeah.
Juicer, pick me up.
how many of them are there?
2 of them.
Bruh,
I don't know. I
Jeanette.
feel like I'm starting to wake
Lando's
up.
about to draw pistols.
You should talk to these people.
Yeah, I'd like to.
I don't want to do anything for free.
Ares just looks at Lando. Lando, we're getting paid with our freedom. It's either we deal with the stormtroopers or them, and I take them over the Empire.
I don't know. Dead man can't talk.
To be streetwise
I'm not
again.
dead, am I?
To
So-
try
I'm
and see if I
half
knew any of
alive.
these guys or knew what they might work for, kind of thing.
Yeah, you could do some streetwise on this. Go ahead.
This is still Ares. I still have.
We'll do 2 purple for that.
It'll be so cool. Graham could do their accent. I love their accent.
Okay.
Can I
They
use my
sound-
3 advantages. Nice.
Let's
They sound like snakes. They're like that's how they sound when they talk. Mad snake like they be speaking Slytherin.
give me 1 second here.
Look at the kitty cat. Meow.
She's purring.
She's always purring.
Again, Ares just looks at Juicer. Pick me up, man. I don't think I can stand up.
See your paws go?
Juicer has like no reply to this as Ares just begs his friend to carry him.
Oh, your paws are so
Juicer's still quiet, doesn't care that his friend is just like going out on the
Damn,
floor,
man.
blood
you want like you want us to call you the Wambulance?
Nah. Listen, I don't got time for your back sass, Wookie.
Sounds fine.
All right,
Hey,
so
my mother was
so-
not a Transocean.
so okay, so with Jeanette Streetwise, she is able to tell that these guys are from a local gang in this area. She's able to tell from their markings on their vests or whatever that they are from a small gang by the name of, I know I have it
Wu-Tang.
here.
Oh, I haven't had a chance. We haven't had off on them.
They call them Wonton. That's what they gang called, Grand. The Wontons.
Oh, come on, I had it
We
right
talking
here.
about soup.
So
Yeah.
you know that this is these guys are usually from a gang called the Red Claw, and it's that she knows that it's a mercenary / bounty hunter kind of group of guys that just kind of much like much like any other bounty hunters, they're just in it for money, and there's usually a boss that they have to go talk details with and things like that.
Question: does Nav says that out loud to us? Like she tells us that.
Well, that's what she knows.
Oh, okay.
There's the success with your advantage here. You'll also know that they specialize. Well, not specialize, but they generally focus in transporting illegal goods.
Leonard, they must be your friends.
Can I use my my underworld to figure out what kind of an affiliation they have with the local hut?
Yeah, if you
I
want.
want to know. I want to know how I might be able to leverage that with whatever they're doing here.
So how would you how would you know whether or not they're affiliated with a local hut? Like what kind of details would you kind of be looking for? Like what knowledge would you be pulling from?
Do the hut normally like trade with these guys? Are there any markings on this dude to let me know if there's some sort of faction or what the relationship of just the Trandoshan race is with the hut?
Uh-huh.
Just like general knowledge of because if I'm going to side with my background with the hut, then I need to know where I stand with these guys, because it might just be a better idea for me to go get my hut friends nearby than to go walking off with this stranger and taking whatever he's offering.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's also worth noting that if you turn these guys down, they'll probably start another fight, which may either result in more wounds or more attention from people that might be searching.
Or Ares' death.
But, you know, there's always a thing. So yeah, go ahead and roll. It's going to be 2 purple.
It's already set to 2 purple, so.
Okay. So you're not really clear on the details between where the huts lie compared to these guys. Probably because they're not as big as like as a hut cartel, but you're not really sure like kind of the landscape of that.
Okay.
But if you'd like to add some kind of minor detail with your advantage, you are welcome to.
Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna go do what this guy says anyway for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this guy tells you that you're gonna come talk to the boss to get the job. Because you got to make the boss approve, or they look bad or whatever. Anyways, they lead you down a couple streets and into a back alley door. Into like a back of a cantina or a back of some other lounge or whatever, and they take you to this table where there's a guy. I don't know this guy's race, but there's a guy sitting at the table. He looks like he's the boss of these guys, and so he asks the one guy in his language or whatever in Trandoshan, something to the effect of like, what have you something to the something to the effect of what are these guys doing here? And they say, they found these guys back that they look like they could do a job for us, so that we don't have to get our hands dirty. And so after kind of a little bit of a back and forth, he kind of looks at, we'll say, Lando, because he's the one who doesn't want to do anything for free, and he pretty much lays it out saying, we have you guys are going to transport a couple crates of product across the desert on the hover train. Okay. If you guys do this, we will allow you guys to keep your freedom. If you don't, we're going to sell you out to the Empire. You guys do a good job. Maybe we might have a little more work for you later.
Lando, I say we take the job.
How many guys are they?
So right now there's 2 Trandoshans kind of like on the left and right of you guys, and then this guy's at the table in the middle. And as you guys walked in, you noticed that there's a decent number. Like, there's not a lot of people, but maybe between like 10 and 15.
Dang,
but
you're like a spider.
You're not really sure how many of these people are with this guy, though.
Graham, can we say like Ares kind of snuck off?
Yeah.
To get back to the ship.
Yep.
And then like a Mandalorian in white armor just busts into the bar.
Yeah, we'll say that you guys switched out somewhere along the way. Like, yeah, let's go with these. Like, actually, the way that you said, yeah, let's go with these. No. The way that you said, yeah, let's go with these guys. It's like Ares said, yeah, guys, let's go with these guys. Let's go. Let's take the job. And then while you're all walking, he just kind of like slips down a side street. And then after a moment, now Dawn is with you guys. So Dawn is with you guys out of seemingly nowhere.
Which should be like a shock for everybody, because they just know there's like a white Mandalorian and not a red one now.
Yeah. I mean, something, hand waving. You guys are all friends right now.
Nah, Don just showed up. I wanted to be like a surprise. Like, Don is just here. You think it's Ares, but you know he's a little bit shorter than how Ares is. Like, he looks less Ares. Like, he's just short. He's just like standing there next to you guys.
So what do you guys do?
Do we want to take a risk?
I mean, if you
and
guys do
fight them,
nothing,
or-
they're gonna assume you're accepting the job, and they're gonna give you the location and time.
Well, I want to try to like negotiate.
Uh-huh.
Like in that, sure, we are. I don't know how to phrase it really. My character would obviously do better, but in general, the idea of hey, as you noticed, you wanted to speak to us because we are a mercenary group. We do sort of, not prioritizing these things. The thing that you do. Specialize is the word my brain was trying to look for.
Uh-huh.
That we specialize in these things. We would love to open up a new line or a new relationship, to help us in those endeavors. But, transporting from place A to place B and all the in between has some normal costs. Not necessarily like the pay above and beyond, but things like cost of fuel, cost of our ship, any weapons or disguises we might use, or anything like that in order to get the stuff. So, I know that you probably don't want to pay us for the first one because you want us to show you how good we are. That's fine. But there are some costs that are associated with this kind of endeavor, and we sort of, in order to stay relative. I don't really know the word there.
Relevant.
Kind of.
Or...
Yeah. In order for us to actually, do business, we sort of need something in return. Like I said, not necessarily the beyond big stuff, but like we might need help with our ship repairs. We might need help, refueling to get to wherever we're going to go. I don't know how far away it is. We probably need a little bit of medical attention, so a few stim packs. But so I'm not asking for like a big thing. I'm trying to ask him, can we get stuff that is like, so we're not losing on the deal. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to show like, hey, no, really, we want to be a good business partners. It's what we do. We like this. But it's really hard for us to kind of take a loss. And I'll say, we were willing to fight back there. So I don't know about that. I'll just do that negotiation bit. Not the other part. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Like,
so
I think
it's gonna be
good.
It's gonna be 3 purple. Because this guy isn't really. He's used to negotiating.
We have 3 white force die. Are you guys interested in me using one to?
Who's still here? Are Noel and Chewie still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so we just lost Jeremiah. I'll try to get him back. All right, so yeah, go ahead and roll.
Well, I was asking everybody how they feel about me using a force die for this role.
You can use a force die if you want.
I say use it if you want. If you feel like it's the right thing to do, use your force power when you feel like using your force
upgrade?
power.
Is that what it does?
I don't know.
Oh, you're saying Destiny Point.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Destiny Point, not a force die.
Yeah, you can use Destiny Point if you want. That just upgrades it.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. But yeah, I didn't even think about the fact that I could try to use... Every time I've tried to use the force die, though, I get, like, black.
Uh-huh.
Can I roll that and then see if I even want to use it?
Yeah. You can choose not to use it.
Okay, let me roll. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you can put a die in there. Okay.
No, not doing that.
Uh-huh.
I'm not trying to make him angry, so there's no negative emotions I want from him.
Okay. So then, yeah, just do your negotiation roll.
I think this should be accurate.
Oh, okay. So, let's see here.
Success.
Yeah. So this guy kind of like turns his attention to you and says, you really know how to wheel and deal a guy, huh? You just want to walk into my place and tell me how things are gonna be. This is a job you guys are doing for me, This is I don't owe you guys anything, but I'll tell you what. The job's not for a day or so. You guys can go ahead and rest up. Feel free to use my lounge if you want to maybe help with that. And we'll tell you what as well. Uh, and additionally, we'll even if you guys do good enough. Trust me, I'm not expecting you guys to do much really, but if you guys do manage to do good enough, we might be able to repair some of your ship. But that's going to come at the exchange of a favor down the road.
So is he implying that the job is on the planet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you guys are transporting goods on a hover train across the desert.
Okay. Is he going to supply the hover train?
It's the local hover train.
Oh, okay. So we're pretty much just guarding boxes.
He'll tell you the details of it now that you've gotten to it.
Okay.
But pretty much the way that this is going to be is you're going to have a day to rest, and he will do some repairs on your ship. In exchange, you guys are going to owe him a favor down the line. That's what the threat is spending on. But yeah, so pretty much he will tell you the details and say that we have a crate of valuables that needs to make it to a hut fortress down off in the middle of the desert somewhere. And that there's been a number of.
Okay, guys, I'm back.
Were you able to hear anything?
No.
Okay, so I'll recap a little bit for Jeremiah. So you guys are talking to this guy, and Jeanette wanted to roll her negotiation, so she got those 2 successes and 3 threats. And so this guy, pretty much what Jeanette was looking for was some time to heal, and some help with repairing your ship. And so with the 2 successes, this guy said, the job isn't in for a day or so. So feel free to use my lounge to rest up a little bit. Make yourselves comfy. Have a Twi'lek as well. I don't know what your tastes are, miss. And also, he will say that if you guys do good enough, he will repair some of your ship for you. But with a 3 threat, he feels like he is overextending here, and so he says he finishes with all of this. You guys will owe me a favor down the line. So then he gets into what the job actually is. He says that there's a couple crates of valuables that he needs transported to a hut palace down off in the desert. There's a hover train that they'll be moving the product on, and that there is a local gang that's like a rival gang that has been trying to get in their way everywhere they try to expand. And on top of that, there's been lately random Imperial checkpoints.
So how am I supposed to get this stuff safely?
You guys won't need to worry about getting it on the train. My men will handle that, as he nods to the 2 Trandoshans, who kind of, nod back. And your job is to just kind of keep it safe and make sure it gets to where it's going.
Okay, so babysit the cargo.
And if any of it is missing when it gets there, you guys are going to have a lot more problems than the Imperials.
Gotcha.
And Chuser just left row 20.
Uh-oh. Is he still on Skype? Yeah.
I'm still on here.
Okay.
He's just on row 20.
So you guys will have a day or so to rest up. You guys get a little bit of downtime. What do you guys do? You also got a little bit of money, I believe, too. So you could go to spend some time in the cantina, go around town, look for stuff. Go to find a Bacta tank to kind of heal up with. Maybe spend some money to repair your ship a little bit. Look for some gear. Even though I think you only have about 1,000 credits each right now.
Mm-hmm. So how much strain goes down over time?
Mental strain?
Yeah.
That will. We'll just say that kind of clears out. Crap. What's the? We'll say that it clears out over time. I'm sure there's probably going to be some kind of roll to see how to recover it.
Oh, yeah, I remember reading that. There is like a roll you can make to recover strain.
Anyway, did you give us XP for last session?
I thought so. Did I? Anybody else remember?
Remember what
Nope.
exactly?
How much XP I gave you guys last time?
I think it was
Nope.
2.
It was, yeah, I think it was 2.
You gave us
Let me check.
2 for section 3.
Okay, so we'll say that last session was. Yeah, so next time remind me to do this at the beginning because I want to try something a little different here. We'll say that you guys got 2 experience each, and then you guys have an additional experience to give to somebody else that you thought did good for some reason or another.
Nabs, you get the XP.
Okay.
You get the XP.
Why?
Mhm.
Why?
I did some things. I tried to do some things that did not end well, and I think she just deserves it. She was a team player.
Okay.
Just so you get nothing from me.
I was gonna get mine too.
I'm not even gonna buy that steak. I promised you.
Chewie, you get mine.
Woo!
Because he made you laugh.
You made me laugh.
Okay.
I love that. Just
Who?
the visual. I still have the visual. Just imagine somebody walking up to a Wookiee with handcuffs and just.
Just cleaving him into
Just
twine.
that visual. I can't.
Oh dear. Is Kitty and Noelle here?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, so what are you guys gonna do with your experience? You get one to give to somebody else.
I wanted to give mine to Chewie because he started the fight.
You can.
Give mine to Chewie then.
Woo!
Kitty, what is your character's name?
I don't know. Nihili?
Yeah, I was
Nihili?
like, can you pronounce it Healy?
That's how I've been thinking.
Yeah.
What's it called? What's she called?
Nihili?
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 Another name I have to butcher. And you know what? We gonna call her Healy now. Nicknames all day.
Uh-huh.
No, I have to ask because Don goes into like a whole different split personality when he sees her.
Oh yeah.
So I just need to give 2 XP to somebody else?
So Noelle, you have 2 other XP that you can give either 1 individually to somebody else or 2 to somebody else as well. So for Noelle's picture, I gave him, his XP for him, and then I gave him 2 XP to either do whatever he wants with.
Because, I mean, I know you said that,
Uh-huh.
but I already spent it.
Okay. Then we won't.
That's all right.
Then we don't care.
Okay. But that was for my drawing. You said for my drawing, I got experience to do
Yes.
whatever I want.
Yep.
So what's this other thing that's going on now?
So right now, this is the session experience from last week.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, I never gave it to you guys because I'm forgetting.
I have it written down on my notes that you did.
What?
Yeah, I have on my notes it says 9-5. We got 2.
I didn't write down the XP.
Okay, so then yeah.
It's probably on Aries'
I don't-
sheet.
Did you maybe write 952 because he gave us 2 XP for the session before?
Nope, you can go look at my notes. It's all nice and neat.
Oh, well.
So is mine.
Okay.
And we got our.
So then, Kitty, what I'm doing here is I'm trying something different. Where on top of the base experience that I'm giving you guys, I'm going to give you an additional point to kind of like spread the love. Like, so if somebody that you thought did well or something that was over and above or some kind of bit of good role play or whatever you feel like, where it's like Whose Line where the points don't matter, but everyone, whatever. You can give the point to any other player, and as long as you tell me why.
Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, it's Chewie because he started the fight. That was awesome. That's what I wanted.
That was the best part of the entire night.
That's what I wanted.
He just decided to lose his shit.
I am still confused on how to buy like powers or stuff. So
Which could be
I have
said
a-
indirectly it's Lando's fault.
Oh, it's
Because
right
Lando
there.
slowed him into sin, into slavery.
I'm gonna give my 1 point to Jeanette's character because she was going absolutely hysterical when she was about to get the chains. I thought that was great imagery, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so to answer your question, Jeanette, it looks like you get your strain back and on an extended rest, like you take a day to rest or whatever.
So then when we take this day, it's gonna
Yeah,
go
you
away.
guys will recover all of your mental strain, but your wounds though you'll still need to recover somehow.
I don't have any wounds.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll get a
So
couple.
that's why I was gonna say, when you asked us what are we gonna do, that's the first thing I was like, how do I get rid of my strain? And then after that,
So I
I'm
can
gonna do my
learn.
best to try and help repair the ship.
Yeah.
I don't know how good it'll be.
So what? We have some free time now, Greg? That's what it is?
What's up?
Sorry.
We have free time? That's what it is?
Yeah, you guys have some time right now to kind of do things that your character wants to do because, either rest up or spend some money or do whatever. Because this job isn't until the next day. And that's what, this guy's giving you a day to kind of prepare rather than a day to...
So I can just like go off somewhere, just chill basically, just like he could just sit somewhere and read a magazine if he wanted to, like a book.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to do, you could just say you want to go do that, or if there's anything,
you know what,
that your character wants to go and explore.
Don wants to go to like his personal ship, just read a book inside there.
Okay. Does anything interesting happen for him for the rest of the day?
Who, him?
Yeah. Like, do you want anything happening?
It turns out that his droid had misinformed him about his fuel supply, and he might need to go buy gas at some point.
Okay.
Little errands that he must do.
Yep.
Matter of fact, can I roll something to see how much gas is worth here in this planet?
You want to roll to see how much gas prices are?
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that...
it's like Underworld or something, or... No, it's like that streetwise.
Yeah, it'll be streetwise.
All right, then, Graham. How many... What's the difficulty?
2, because it's literally... You're just going to find a gas station.
All right. Well.
So
life.
How do you go about finding gas prices, and how do you fail?
Well, it turns out when Don was inside the ship, he just like opened the computer basically and just typed in, local gas stations, and it just says like none are found.
Gas stations. He goes to Google and types gas stations near me, and it gives him results in Oklahoma.
Exactly. He's like, what is this place called, Oklahoma? What?
Oklahoma.
He just closes the screen and like pours himself a cup of tea and just reads his book and continues.
Huh, that's interesting. He gets lost. He gets lost down a Google hole or a wiki hole or whatever.
No. I said he closes the screen, disappointed, just pours himself a glass of tea and just reads his book. He's like when I need to leave in my ship, I'll go get gas. If not, he said there's probably gas somewhere in the back in the cargo bay, and he just continues sipping tea.
Yeah. Okay.
This is Don basically when he's by himself. He's an educated gentleman. You know what? Don wants to go talk to. Don will close his book. You know who he wants to conversate with? Who he hasn't seen in a while.
Who?
Let's go conversate with Kitty's character.
Okay. So you guys will just say, for the purposes of what you're doing then, is that you're going to be together until you want to jump back in. Who else is doing things? Like, what else are you guys doing? You were looking for healing, right, Jeanette?
No.
You're okay.
I want to help the ship.
Okay.
She needs to go to the spa. Remember, she had all that stress and strain.
Oh, he said it goes away.
Yeah. Mental stress will go away by the time the next day rolls around. Your wounds will stick around until you get them healed. Although if you guys will heal 1 wound per day at normal rate without doing anything though. Well, that's Ares, not Dawn. So that's not relevant.
Ares in the background just healing himself in the room.
Lando, what are you doing for your day? What's your day look like?
I'm probably gonna find a nice, comfy bed to hang out with, and whatever kind of like booze is good for the whole day. That's what I'll be doing for the whole day. Just
Okay, so you're gonna try and either
he wants a brothel.
You're
Rest
gonna
in the-
rest up, but you're not going to find like a place to heal or whatever.
Well, yeah, that would be part of the healing process, wouldn't it?
Okay. Yeah. So, let's see. Where's Lando?
No one just questions the random Mandalorian in white armor that just walks around.
Yep.
It's like, I've seen Ares, so Dawn must, this Mandalorian must be related.
Maybe they still think you are Ares. They
Oh, well, yeah,
they all look alike, right?
Well, no. See, Kitty, hey. Ares in the very distinct armor difference. Ares is I am white. His visor is like a Y, mine is a T.
Uh-huh.
And personally, Kitty would know who I am.
I hear that both visors have 3 distinct points. That's fine. The T's 1, 2,
we all look the same, you racist.
And on the Y is 1, 2, 3. All right, so
racist.
Noel, if you're looking to heal up, you can either pay 20 credits for each wound, or you can pay 100 for the day and heal up. I don't know. We'll say 10 wounds.
How many wounds do I have right now?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't keep track of your shit.
It says
Did you
0.
just say, "Oh my god"? Oh, he's fine then.
Oh well, then you're fine.
Yeah.
You're just hanging out then.
It says strain 1.
Yeah, that'll be recovered at the end of the day.
Okay.
But,
so Noel, you can just head off to the brothel and have a good old time.
Yeah, you're gonna hang out in this guy's lodge, or not lodge, but like lounge, and just kind of hang out and
With the
take it all
Twi'leks.
take it in and make it rain with all your monies.
I have 350 credits right now.
Really?
Yeah.
You got 1,000 from the job
You
did.
wasted it. It's Lando, man.
I bought 6 short-range comlinks, and I bought adverse environment gear.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Well,
Cool.
We are on Tatooine. He's gonna need the environment.
Look, somebody is getting prepared. Let's just put it that way. All right, so then, Chewie, what are you doing?
You said we can pay 100 credits and get 10 wounds healed?
Yep, but that's going to be your whole day, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sewing yourself back up, basically, Chewie.
Yeah.
That's okay, because I have 8, so I need to get that taken care of.
And your
Okay.
strain would be gone too.
Yeah, and your mental strain would go away.
Okay,
It's just like Dawn just walks by Chewie and still nobody knows he's the new Mandalorian. He's like doing it on purpose.
They just accept it. They just accept you as you are.
Ah, this is so nice. They're like Dawn, just accepting people.
Yep.
Matter of fact, not really. Probably if Lando sees Dawn, then it might turn into a problem. And it's like, you are not Ares. I can tell.
You're not trying to kill me outright.
Exactly, right? He'll be like, you are not Ares. Guys, alert is like, this shit's like, we got a random bounty hunter in here. And you just see Dawn walking around just with a teacup.
Hey, Noel.
Yeah.
In your... Where's the... Okay, never mind. I see it. Never mind. I was wondering where an entry for XP was, and I looked like it was wrong, but I'm dumb. Anyways, so Chewie spends the day in... Are you hanging out in the lounge, or the cantina place?
Yes.
No, Chewie.
Oh.
Yes, I found that one dark booth in the corner that's really dark, round, with the one little light on top of it, and just sat there and healed myself and contemplated on my actions.
And really, like, when he sat down, like, 5 other Wookiees sat with him. They're, like,
Yeah, so
reminiscing
you do that, and like you're off in the corner, and it's all like dark and imposing and stuff like that. And you got a couple people kind of looking over at you every once in a while, and then they kind of like whisper to each other, and then they kind of turn back around and continue on with their drinks. The women's in this bar are kind of like a little bit hesitant to come around to you because you're such an intimidating kind of character. And so yeah, you're kind of
this massive sword just sitting on the table. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
He's
okay.
like, I ain't compensating for nothing.
So then, Kitty, what's your character doing?
Isn't my character having
Training.
like an in-depth conversation with her?
She's trying to figure out how she can spend her 12 experience to get a force power.
Oh wow. So
Force power is 10 experience, something like that. It says.
yeah, it's gonna be over. There's the.
We're looking at the.
I gotta find the stupid PDF.
286.
6 in the PDF.
She's like, give me force choke. Just choke
Which
somebody out.
Because if she starts
Matt
on.
looks like she's
Yeah, so
concentrating.
there's a force power tree on 280. I'm sorry.
286.
Well, there is a force power tree on. Oh my God, is it crashing?
In that book, that's
in the
where
book, yeah, in the PDF, there's one.
there's a
Yeah.
glorious force tree book.
Yeah, there's a couple force power trees. Oh, my stupid PDF is crashing. Come on.
And if you want, Kitty, you can look at one of this. You can look at my 2 Sith Lords. They have force abilities in there, and the page numbers are on.
But yeah, on 280 there's a sense power tree. On 282 there's influence. On 284 there's move.
And then on the last page it says Dark Side. Has a picture of Darth Vader. Has
So
one
what is
ability, Force Choke.
So what's the difference between the universal force sensitive exile talent tree and the one for power tree sense or power tree influence? Like,
So the
what if
force
she
power
starts?
trees are actually like force power stuff that you would roll things for. And then the talent tree is just like things that your character is getting better at.
And if you're Jeanette, you roll only Dark Side dice and just do evil things.
Right?
Like every time I try and roll that, it's dogs.
On the D-Lo, she is Kitty's apprentice. Da da da.
For those that said they were just
What was that, Kitty?
I'm trying to look. I have no idea. So the talent tree, the ones that say they cost just 5 experience.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I can buy one of those, I guess.
Yeah, you could buy one of those for 5 experience.
Did you have to go in any specific order?
No. You just need to buy. So, like, if there's a line coming out of a talent, you need to buy the top tier one before you buy the next one down the line.
So she
Yeah,
does
but I
have
can
to go
start
in
at the-
specific order.
Like the beginning. Oh my
Well,
God,
I mean, if you have 10 points, you could buy that second. You could buy a second tier talent as long as there's no connecting lines to it. So there's overwhelm emotions and intense focus that cost 10. That don't have any. They don't have any prerequisites.
Learning the Force is so difficult in this day and age.
But I could start at the beginning of one of the tiers again. Like if I wanted to do another tree.
Are you talking
Yes.
about the force power trees?
I think what
You have
she's
to like
talking
pick one and stick
about.
with it.
I think
Are
what
you
she's talking about, Graham, is
on
kinda
are
like-
you on the force power tree or the talent tree, Kitty?
We're looking at the talent tree right now.
Okay, so force sensitive exile talent tree.
So
Yeah.
like okay, say I get uncanny senses. Can
Uh-huh.
I go back later and get insight?
Yes.
Or do I have to just keep
Nope.
following that one
You
tree
can
all the way?
buy them in any order that you want. It's just that
can
if you
buy
wanted to
them
buy
all.
convincing demeanor, you have to have uncanny senses first.
Okay. And with the senses, I can choose one from each of them whenever I want? Or do I have to stick with like move and just stick with that one?
Oh, for the power trees?
Yeah.
You can pick and choose wherever you want.
Okay.
So I have another question.
Yeah.
What would help me roll more force dice?
Yes, everybody use the nickname for Kitty, Helly. Yes.
I don't know. You'd have to increase your force rating. I don't know where that is or what the.
Graham's
Well-
like, I'm Sidious. I have my powers already. I don't need to relearn them.
I don't know where it would increase your force rating again.
Maybe they just like keep doing like force rolls, and then sooner or later, after a certain amount of time of success, they just start. I don't know.
I mean, that's something we can look at later.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like we're trying to choke people with the force yet.
Yeah,
Right?
I think you have to. It's 5 experience to up your rank, and for the force sensitive exile, is that what ups your rank?
No, she wants
And
more
force?
force die.
More force die.
Well,
So she
and
can
that's,
roll
I
more
think,
dark
the
side die.
Forced exile thing. I think that's what would give me more force dice. I think.
Hey,
Yeah,
Graham,
I
does
think
that
that's because
affect
you go
Nabs?
blank.
Right.
That affect Nabs? Like as she rolls like all these dark side dice, her eyes just start turning red like a Sith.
So
Oh, and that's-
the way I've told it to her or explained it to her is that if you can always choose not to use that point. So if you roll a force die, it comes up
But
black.
she has used them.
Yeah. So you don't have to use it, but if you do,
Twice.
I think,
Twice.
and I think in the book I think it
Has
says
she-
somewhere that I can flip a destiny point to black if she uses the point.
Has she?
But
like,
I think what
has she
we're gonna
grown some
either
pale
do is
skin?
either that,
Because-
or she's gonna start taking like mental strain, or she's gonna start building obligation for the dark side or whatever.
Good. Kitty needs
Also,
an
in the
apprentice.
book, it said that if somebody decided that their power was more dark, you could flip that rule.
Oh.
What?
In the book, talking about the force, how with the force die, how like Jeanette say, the more black die she uses, or whatever, she would maybe get points against her. You can flip that rule depending on the character if the GM approved it.
Oh, so like if you're playing a dark side character and you use the light side point to do your
Yeah.
power.
Yep,
Yeah.
you can flip it to what he is.
Yep.
So
I
like,
see Jeanette more as a neutral character though, so
Hold on a sec. Did you
she's
find the
not,
rank?
she's not evil or good. She's just
Oh.
in the middle.
so if I was considered light, would I be able to flip something from a dark side to a light side?
That's what the book is saying.
If
Where
you
is
were
it?
considered.
Where-
But it
where is
is
the-
up to the GM as the book
I was
stated.
reading the
It's up to
damn
the
thing.
dungeon master.
Yeah,
Last
if
time,
you can
here it
if you can tell me where that is, I'll take a look at
It's
it later.
on PDF 287.
287.
So page 278 of the book. I'm staring at that page now.
Oh look, we finally had Kitty. Kitty, would you like to hear the positive
Ow,
connection?
ow.
278.
Yeah.
Am I too loud?
287 in the book.
You're already acting like you have an iPad and you don't even have one yet.
Da 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 da. Hey Kitty, would you like to hear the positive connection Dawn has to you?
Oh, there's a positive connection?
Yes, Kitty.
Yeah, so
If you
in general, for example, if Jeanette rolled a force die trying to do a light side power, or a power that naturally takes one light point, and she rolls a dark point, she can either choose to use that dark point for her power or not. If she rolls 0 points, she can choose to take a dark side power, like to just generate a dark side power point. And I think as written, if you wanted to do that, it would flip one of my destiny points to be dark. Pretty much, it flips it in my favor. So whether or not she's light or dark, my side of the destiny point is what would be flipped up.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty much if you want to like stretch for that power, I get something out of it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
like that. The
Sanji Grandma
long-term
approves of that.
consequences of constantly tapping into the dark side of the force are left up to the role player and the GM.
Yeah. So
I would love to see Dark Nabs.
I've played with the idea of causing mental strain. I've played with the idea of starting to build an obligation every time she, uses it.
An obligation to who? The Sith?
To dark side obligation, like something in the dark side
all right,
will find
True,
her.
sir.
Anyways,
Oh, and I mean 2 Sith Lord characters. That's cool, Nabs. You can have one of them show.
I'm sure those guys will be good.
Well, one was created specifically for Kitty, but he's there now.
It's all right. Having him in the world somewhere is fine. I'm
scared of him. That's why I'm afraid. He's a little OP, guys. Like he will cut through us. Like that is the day you see me and Dawn running. Like we're sprinting out of there. Like Mandalorians do not fight Sith unless we prepare like weeks ahead of time. Oh, but Kitty, would you like to hear the positive connection that Dawn has to you? Well, the reason also why Dawn went to go chat with Kitty. Dawn had saved your life from a bounty. He was hired to kill you, Kitty. You were on Korriban, which is the Sith homeworld, where all the little darkness is all that. And you were like, this is at the time when you were, as you told us, you were running away from whoever is chasing you, the
Anyways.
Empire. Anyway,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And Don basically betrayed his own people to spare your life. He killed a loyal general to the Mandalorians, and right now he is basically on like that tipping part that if the Mandalore decides he wants to kill him, he can. If not, he's alive. But he did it all because he thought you were a nice person, and he said you deserve to live.
I'm a nice person?
Yeah. Because how it goes, like you didn't outright attack him when he came up to you.
He saw the good in you, Kitty.
Exactly. And he let you go, and then he decided to kill a murder a man because it turned out he was working with the Emperor to hunt you down. Because the Emperor, has that rule of two, only 2 Sith Lords may rule, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, he killed a fellow member, kinsman, basically, of his people to spare your life.
All right, so is that everybody is doing, or like you guys all...
I'm just chatting with Elio.
I'm training.
Training? What are you training on? Or what are you doing?
Just my typical workouts for the day.
What is your typical workout?
Sword slashing.
Yeah.
Basic.
Yes,
Sword
sword
fighting,
doing
doing
exercises.
exercises.
Uh-huh.
It's
It's the normal day-to-days.
I haven't written the backstory yet. I don't have the time. I'm sorry, guys.
No, that's fine.
It's a normal day for a Sith.
So in the course of your swordsman training, you see Dawn kind of come over and start hanging out, and how does your character respond to that?
Pretty much, she would probably ignore him and continue about her fighting, her training.
He has like a teacup as he walks around.
A teacup?
Yeah, he has tea. Remember, he was drinking tea. He closed his book, but he took the teacup with him.
Now I'm imagining he's British.
He's educated. I just say he's an educated fellow.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do before the next day's mission begins?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I told you that I wanted to try and repair the ship.
Oh, right. Yeah, so how are you going to go about repairing the ship?
Skills. She gets like a ratchet.
Oh, okay,
Already,
so roll your skills. And oh, look at that. You rolled skills.
Oh, like...
Would you like me to help
I
you
want
with
to
that? I
try
have
and,
mechanics.
go around the ship and just knowing, how the ship operates. I'm fairly sure there's some things that I could figure out to fix. Not everything.
Uh-huh.
But there's, little things, maybe the electrical panel here or there, or...
Some pipe is, out the ship. She just
Yeah.
pushes it back.
Uh-huh.
Some pipe work here or there. Something that's, the easy stuff, not, the thing that Chewie has to hold this new panel on as it gets, forged on there.
Yeah.
Nothing strength related, just, going around the ship, doing some easy fixes.
With some tape.
Not big panels out, but, small electrical wiring, piping, systems, things like that.
Oh, can Don come help her fix the ship?
Yeah, sure. So are you going to be fixing it more mechanically or electrically or
mechanically
or what?
Mechanically. He has a little toolbox.
Assuming mechanics. What were the other things I'd be rolling?
So it'd be mechanics. Okay. So it's going to be mechanics. And how are you? You said you're just going to try to fix little things here or there.
Yeah, I mean I can't charm the ship, so.
Sure. So that's going to be 2 purple dice. So you're trying to do the low hanging fruit.
Yep.
You're not really trying to get the heavy stuff and you're not trying to fix the holes in the hull.
Right. Because I know I can't physically do that.
You have a lift that's broken and the door is kind of janky and things like that. Okay, so go ahead and roll.
Do some oil and wrenching.
You're going to fix 1 hull point per success here.
That's so nice.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. So you're able to kind of patch together over the course of your day. You're able to patch together 3 hull points of your ship. Who's keeping track of that?
Noel, it's his ship.
Noel should be.
Keeping track of what exactly?
Your
ship.
ship.
Exactly.
Life
Life
hacks.
Our ship. Well, if I remember, our ship had like 4 health left
12?
from that
Oh,
great
did you have
adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, I was asleep in that one.
So we just got set. Now we have 7 hull points.
Yep. A whole
Well, write
7
that
health
down.
points.
This is your ship.
7
not
out of
ours.
what?
7
The
out
rest of it.
22.
I'm
22.
looking for the ship.
It's
I think
22.
it's- Yeah, hold
The
on.
shadow
I can find
hat.
it. I can
see
find
it.
it for
I
you.
see it. I
The
see it.
shadow hat. That's what it's called now. The
Shadow
hat.
Hawk.
I put a like a Maryland accent on it. The shadow hack.
Shadow Hack.
Like a big.
So,
This thing's got 22 hull threshold. So you were at what, 4?
4.
2 or something?
4.
Yeah.
Now we're at 7.
Oh, and you guys had some system strain on there too, didn't you?
Oh yes, but let's not talk about Arceus driving.
Uh-huh.
Hull
He's
threshold
not
of
here to
22.
defend
Now at
himself. But
4.
now we have 7 hull because of Nab's great tape skills.
Alright, so what is it going to take to get the ship back up?
Money and good mechanics.
Well, I think the dock will gladly fix up your ship for a price.
Throw some
Okay,
credits
how
on
much
it.
are we talking about?
I forget what I said exactly.
Oh wait, before we go and do that, can John now come in with his repairness?
I thought you were helping with that.
No, I'm rolling. No, he's Nabs is doing her side. I'm doing a different part of the ship.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. What?
I'm
How
in there,
how
though.
how are you?
I can coach her from the background.
How are you trying to fix the ship? Like, how are you doing it?
Wow. So Don just like walks
Duct
on the
tape.
shadow. He's very impressed by the ship. You know, he's like, it is very interesting. It reminds me of a guy I met. He had a Chewy, and he also looked. He just kept going. Forgot completely what he was gonna say.
Uh-huh.
He has like a little. He has like a little toolbox, like that. Just like some random miscellaneous stuff from his ship. He walking over here, and what is stuff that isn't working on this ship again? What? Our hyperdrive's working, correct?
Yes.
Oh, it's our shields aren't working. He's gonna fix the shields.
Your shields are kind of shot. The hyperdrive is on its last leg. You got the hull doors are janky. The navigation, the avionics are all messed up.
Any
Shields
chance-
are more important when it comes to the outside.
I mean, honestly, like, you're surprised the ship is still like together.
Exactly. Don's like, his ship is like sexy. Like, what is this?
Any
Don's
chance
like,
I
this is
could
the
leverage the huts
Don
for help
just
on
looks
it?
at Nab, shakes his head.
That's an excellent question. How are you going to leverage the hut for help, or your known huts for help? I guess.
Put a
Maybe
gun
I
to his
can-
neck.
Because you actually have connections with them, right?
Yeah, maybe I could call in a favor with the local hut.
Another favor, more debt.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I
Hey,
need my ship working.
what's your?
And so,
Graham,
I
how
can
many
understand-
dice would it be to fix the shields on this ship? What would be the purple?
What was your obligation, Noel?
Criminal,
Criminal.
right?
He owes the hut his life.
Oh, it should says right here, didn't it? Obligation criminal 15. Whoa. Okay, so, well, I mean, you're on good terms with the huts, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Criminal
Okay,
too.
so let me look at your skills.
Sure.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and make a, What do you think? How are you going to get in touch with the hut? Are you going to try to, like, just phone them up, or are you trying to, like, go to a secret, like,
Well,
the
he's
underground
in the
meeting place?
internet.
Or are you trying to...
He's strong.
Would you like to borrow Don's hollow messenger?
They're like family. They're like family. So you know what? I just right to where
Are
to
you going to
their
go
lair.
meet them in person?
Their lair.
He's like one of those children soldiers that they picked up. Oh my!
Actually, that's an excellent question. If you are going to go meet them in person, you'll need to tell me where they live, or like where their lair is, because that might take too long for this day.
Is it Java? Like, what hut does he serve?
Okay, gotcha. Here again. Oh wow.
So
Noel, what hut do
Noel-
you serve? Do you serve like the legitimate, everybody knows, big
John
Java the
Ka.
Hut?
He
John
is
Ka?
associated with John Ka the Hut.
Oh,
So- It's just a hut that he made up. So.
I have an idea.
Well, Grab, can I get the purple real quick for the ship repair?
Yeah. So sorry. Roll for that real quick. It's gonna be. Sorry. How are you repairing it again? You're trying to do the big job.
I'm fixing. Yeah, I'm doing the job. I got my little.
Okay, so it's gonna be 3 purple dice for you because it's a little more. You're trying to do a bigger job. Like you're trying to do the major parts of it, so it's gonna be 3 purple.
I know. I'm special. I told you.
Sweet. All right. So you got 2 successes still. So yeah, you're able to repair 2 more hull.
And an advantage.
And
I fixed the shields.
You're gonna give the next person to. Well, yeah, you're gonna repair the shields. Counts as a hull point. That's fine. But you're gonna give the next person to do a repair check a blue dice. But that'll be the next day. Okay, so then Noel, go ahead and roll a Streetwise check, just to kind of get in touch with the hut and kind of talk to him and see what's up. Awesome. And what are you looking for from this guy?
Did he even roll any purple for that?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Make it 2 purple dice. So just roll 2 purple and we'll cancel the things out. What was that?
Either way, he succeeded either way.
Sorry, Jeanette's watching dumb videos and distracting me. Okay, so you get 4 successes, no pluses or minuses on that, but so yeah, how do you get? Tell me about how you get in touch with this hut and what you're looking for from him.
We're currently inside the cantina. I'm currently hanging out inside the cantina of the guy who gave us the job.
Yeah, so this isn't like the big main cantina. This is just like a small side lounge that these guys, like these Red Claw guys, kind of control.
I'm not asking. I'm narrating. So,
okay.
I believe that down the street, a couple of doors down, is another kind of lounge, kind of like a sort of like an opium den kind of a situation, because those huts are always smoking on those thingamabobs. And I know that there's a back room in that establishment that is a hut, like controlled, maybe a gambling room in the back, secret kind of area.
Yeah.
And I can go there to talk to a hut.
Okay. Let's see here. So is this like how is this guy related to your hut connection? Like
he's part of the gang. They are, they're a syndicate. They're a criminal family, and they've got lots of tendrils in the city, like illegitimate establishments, fronts, smuggling back alleys.
Send it to the main group.
And there's a guy business for the hut and might have some money, and whom I might be able to talk to about getting in touch with whoever I need to get in touch with and get my ship. That just drop my name. Hey, look, it's Lando. It's John Khan's boy. I need a little bit of assistance. Let's get stuff going.
Okay. So yeah, he. So that check was to kind of find a way in, like, find an in with them and kind of get a meeting set up. And so, so with that, you're able to kind of get there, and they will have an audience with you. Essentially, is what that is going to mean. And let's see, I'm trying to get this thing. So yeah, you go back there, and there's like it's like a dark room, like you can tell very quickly that this is like a private room, and there's like an astromech droid there, and not an astromech, a protocol droid, and then he has like a couple Twi'lek people kind of draped over him in some fashion or whatever, and we'll go with that right there. So that's kind of the setting. And so you come in, then he's like, what is it you guys are, what is it you're looking for, Lando? How, why come to my lair for this kind of house call?
I have a job that needs to get done. I just got back from completing another job, and I have to make good on a time frame. And I'm in a little bit of a pinch, and since I was on, seeing as I was on even terms when I left, then I was hoping that maybe I might be able to pull in a little favor and see how we might be able to take care of that, after I get done with the job. I need the Shadowhawk fixed up, spruced up.
Okay, so he'll say that, John. So yeah, roll a negotiation or a coercion or something here, just to kind of like voice your side of the problem here.
Oh wait, I still have 2 purples in there.
Oh well, that would have been fine.
All right.
But I'll tell you what. If you. So yeah, we'll re-roll this because you're gonna get a bonus for having an in with these guys anyways. So go ahead and roll it again, but we're gonna give you a free upgrade on that green dice for having a relationship with the Hutts.
So you want to roll it again, add a green dice?
No. Make it 2 yellow, 2 purple.
Okay. So I'm rolling 2 yellow, 2 purple.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, that was
Thanks, Chewy. Okay, so let's see here. I need to get my notes up or something.
If it wasn't the middle of the night, I'd totally do that little guy's screaming laugh at the end of his tail.
And I want to.
The little Muppet that laughs at the end of his tail.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, you got successes on this, and so he says, so you go back, you tell him that, and he kind of like, kind of thinks about it a minute, and he doesn't look very happy, but he says that you have a relation with John Ka, we, you get whatever it is, I don't always like it, especially being bothered by people in the middle of my day, but in the spirit of not upsetting John Ka, we'll send a couple people to help with that, to help with your problem. But make sure you keep these meetings few and far between, and also you're gonna have to do something for me later.
And also what?
Like you're gonna have to do something for him to make it worth his while, because so he'll say something like, it is as you say, we were on even terms, but with this you're gonna owe me something.
I gotcha. No problem. That's completely understandable.
Yeah.
You let me know.
So what's a name for this guy? What do we want to give this guy's name as a Hutt?
Oh man, let's see. Washaka. Perfect. Washaka.
Washaka the Hutt. Okay.
Yes.
So go ahead and give yourself 5 obligation with this guy.
5 obligation with Washaka the Hutt.
Yeah. And he'll call in a favor sometime down the line.
Where is the obligation?
Okay. But
there it is.
But we'll say that he'll send one of his better mechanics to go and do some work on your ship. So now Noel, can make a roll with we'll say it's going to be 2 green and 2 yellow and 3 purple.
2 green, 2 yellow, 3 purple.
Yeah. Okay. So he sends over a couple of highly skilled mechanics, and they start getting to work on the ship. Oh, and over the course of the day, they are able to repair some pretty big damage to your ship. But they don't really do a great job. They do it kind of in a quick, fast, in a hurry. You know the type, like the people that just kind of like slap together things real quick, and they're not really invested in the project, but they just put it there. So your ship's going to be a little bit. We'll say that something on your ship is going to gain a black dice when you guys use it. Now, what is that?
A black dice is bad.
It's not nearly as bad as a purple or red. It's just it's like a hindrance die, or a setback die, is what it's called.
Maybe.
But I'll let you choose what thing is not working up to par.
All the doors.
The air conditioner.
Yeah.
The air conditioner. No. So if you look at your ship, let's see, the Shadowhawk here, you have engineering, you got...
Blinker is always on.
So pretty much, like, if you look at your ship, you have all these different sections here. You have engineering, communications, piloting, navigation, gunnery. If you pick pretty much a section of your ship, and that section will gain +1 black dice.
All right, let's put a black dice into communications and science.
Okay. So
that's a brilliant idea.
Yep.
Could we ever use that for?
So make a note of that on the ship somewhere, and I'm sure that will never come up as a problem.
Notes on the ship. Ship details.
We'll go down. Attachments. What else is down there? No, the other. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it can either be on the ship itself or on your character's vehicle track or whatever.
Yeah, you put in the cargo hold. That way you know where to find it.
So, communications and science has 1 black dice. Okay.
So they're great at like putting the hull back together, but they're not so great at the fine wiring of the thing. So it's kind of janky still.
Maybe they're colorblind.
But your ship has now gained, or has been repaired, of another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hull.
Nice. So what do we have now? So we went from 4 with +2 more after ours and ours, or after.
Well, Nabnia made a check as well, so she made it. She got what, 3?
Mm-hmm.
So she got 3. Dawn got 2, and then you just got 5 more. So you've repaired a total of 10 so far on your ship.
So we were at 4, now we're at 14.
Yeah, you're at 14 out of 22, which is pretty good. And then like the other guy said, maybe if you do good enough at this job, they might send over some people to help repair too. But we'll see. I'm sure they probably won't be nearly as skilled as these guys. Awesome. All right, so I think that's everybody, right?
I think so. Oh, Chewie.
He's in the lounge, just kind of minding his own business. Dawn's reading a book and watching the Heelys do sword training, and then Nabnia was doing fixing, and then Dawn did a little bit of fixing as well.
So we have 14 trauma still on the ship?
You should have 8 trauma left on the ship.
Right.
So that means it's good, right?
No. It's 14. We have currently 14. 8 to get to 22. The 22 is a threshold. Alright. Or do I put it at 8 and go up as we
get hit? Yeah, because the threshold is 22. So currently right now we have 8 damage, and as we get hit.
4, he meant we were at 18 trauma.
So you had 4. You've gained 10.
Health.
So you're at 14 health.
Yeah, the way I'm describing it is that
so whatever your wounds are, which should be 18.
What's supposed to be in the blue box? The
Well,
wounds or
she's
the health?
looking at the vehicle sheet and the character sheet under hull trauma. It has threshold and current.
Yeah. So whatever the current was, reduce it by 10.
Right. So when Graham says 4, he's talking about 4 HP out of a total maximum of 22. Whereas this makes it seem more like when he says 4, we had 4 until we reached the threshold. So we had 18 trauma.
Yeah, I thought, and the 18 would go there, right?
The 18 would have been there. Now we heal. Now we're at 8.
Yeah, so let me put some stuff in here. You
Yeah,
have.
I think that should be an 8.
Oops. Speed 3. 1.
Did we have any system strain?
I don't care for now. We haven't been keeping track of it yet. Okay. All right. So there's that. Okay, so yes. That is that. All right, so what are you guys done for the day now? Or done for the night?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Jeremiah, I see your lips moving, but I don't hear anything coming out of them.
Looks like he's dancing.
No, I was saying, that the book Don is reading is The Idiot's Guide to Wookiee Speak, and he is going back. He is going back to his ship to go night until the next morning when we go on our little our desert travels.
Yeah. Okay. Then yes, we will fast forward to the next day. Oh God.
I hope we can fight some Truxian raiders. I really want to fight some sand people.
Haha.
I don't know why. I just really want to fight some sand people. Meow. I just feel like we need to buy Nabs a pet cat in game. Like
She will not be against that. All right, so the next day rolls around, and you guys head over to the train station. And
wait, Graham, before we head over, while we're walking past the market, I want to roll streetwise to see who sells pet cats.
You will pass by somebody who is selling a assortment of exotic animals. None of them quite look exactly like a cat, but there is something definitely cat-like.
Like, is it like those like the Star Wars cat-like creatures that have like the 2 tails and?
Yeah,
we'll
nice. Say it's got 2 tails and whatever else you want.
How much he wants for it?
We'll say 300 credits.
I'll give it to him. Give me the cat.
I'll totally pay you back. I'm cool with that.
No, you don't need to pay me back. It's a gift from Don. It's like Don goes up to Nabs
and it's not exactly a cat. It's just cat-like. It could have blue fur.
It's part of the feline family in Star Wars. They've evolved to survive in space.
Yeah, but now the guy's like, oh, you're gonna buy the cat. Well, now you got to buy this food for him, and you got a litter box.
Okay, how much is the food and litter box?
That's gonna be more money. Are you okay spending more money?
How much is it, sir?
Wait a minute, hold on. How much money does Don have?
Don has like $1,000. He's Gucci. Moving on.
I like how he changed the subject as soon as I asked how much money he had.
I had $1,130. Okay.
Okay.
Don, So Don wants to buy the equipment for said kitty.
We'll just say you do it. I don't care how much it is.
Okay, how much? It doesn't matter. I just take it. Like,
I'm not gonna charge you guys for that.
All right. Well, Don catches up to Nabs and just hands her this
feline-ish thing.
Yes, it looks like kind of like it looks like a cat, but like on the tips of the ears has little special weird looking things on top of the ears. It has 2 tails, but it basically looks like a cat.
You realize what you've just done.
And I hand Nabs the cat, and I say that Ares told me that you like these creatures that are feline. And so here you go.
You realize what you've just done, right?
I got her a cat.
You've given me something to kill.
I got her cat. She wanted a cat. I got her cat.
Hold up before I leave the guy. Do you sell
Could you tell
armor
my
for
face
said
did that a
feline?
second before
Do
he
you
said
sell armor that fits the cat, sir? Like, do you sell bulletproof pads for the kitty cat?
He will say no, but he's got some really attractive looking booty, like cat feet, cat shoes.
I will take the booty, sir.
And
That
and
can
we
help
have
with
we
this.
have we do have a shirt that makes the cat look like a Rhodian.
You know what? I'll take that too, sir. I think she might enjoy that.
I have faith that she can train the cat to do things for us.
Well, yeah,
That's why
it's like
I
a
repair the ship for a
companion.
while, and the rest of my day is just playing with the cat.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And so look, so Don comes up to Nab, like taps her on the shoulder, and he just hands her the cat with like the little booties on in the outfit.
Yeah. Okay, so you
And
guys.
he keeps the other stuff in his backpack though, like the non-miscellaneous things for taking care of the creature, because we don't need that right now. He just keeps it in his backpack.
Uh-huh. All right, so you guys are, you guys wake up the next day. You meet back at the Red Claw, the lounge where the Red Claw guy hangs out. This guy, if you remember, and then he's still sitting there with those women on him like that.
That thirsty man. He's not
Yep.
even pretty. Not even good looking either.
Hey man, he's very attractive for his species.
Yeah, but those are Twi'leks, like.
Yeah, and they're being,
enslaved.
That's a strong word. Anyways,
you know what?
So he tells you, like, you guys meet up there. The other Trandoshans are there, and they, you guys make your way over to the train station, whatever we'll call it, where you guys, start boarding the train.
He's next to the train, though, like the guy's getting on with us, or he's just like right there.
No, you guys, they go on with you because they're there to kind of guard the shipment as well.
Well, can Don ask the guy a question?
Well, we'll say that one of them gets on with you just to kind of make sure. Wow, that's awesome. It's a cat
right?
dressed as a Jawa. So
Where is
one of them, you'll notice that he's getting on the train with you just to make sure you guys are, you're gonna complete the job.
No, I'm talking about the boss. Where's the boss?
He's in the lounge, dude. He's not going.
Oh, he's not there?
No, he's hanging out in the lounge with his lovely ladies.
I thought you said like he was there with his women just standing there.
No, in the lounge. You guys met at the lounge, and then you guys made your way to the train yard.
Dang. I wanted to say something to him, but
yeah, no, he's not gonna get his hands dirty.
No, it doesn't involve that.
Anyways, you guys get on they take you to the train. They show you where the goods are. There's a couple, people still loading them up there.
Hey, look, it's C-3PO. He in the background. What's up, homie?
Well, he's a protocol droid.
Dang. Yo,
And so what do you guys do to kind of like, what do you guys do here to kind of like set up your positioning or your formation or whatever?
The Transoceans are with us, right?
One of them is.
I want to question this one.
So
this is very
what
strongly
you probably
with Don's
do is-
personality that he wants to question this man. Just one question.
Okay.
And I want to know this. It's very important to Don to know this. Are the said Twi'lek women back in your lounge slaves?
So.
And I'll roll converse on this man, and I know I will succeed.
What's your intention with this?
Listen, he is a strong person for freedom. He has a distaste for the slave arts. It just affects how he feels about when this job is done if he wants to work for him again. So
Yeah, you can try to converse him. It's gonna be 3 purple dice because he doesn't like you asking questions about his boss. He doesn't really want to give up that information very easily. But so you get a single failure on that, and so he kind of like looks at you and narrows his eyes, and he says, "You're not here to talk. You're here to do the job."
You know what?
He kind of like pushes by you a little bit.
Like what he did to me.
He just said. I said he's just gonna kind of push by you a little bit to kind of like go check one of the crates.
All right. Don, and while he walks away, Don just says, "A Mandalorian remembers everything."
Uh-huh. So they're like elephants, huh?
Listen, we're not talking about my family here, all right, sir? Calm down. We don't even know what elephants are in Star Wars. What is that?
Uh-huh. They're like banthas, but gray and no hair.
I'll check the context of the boxes.
Yeah. You notice that they are sealed.
I can't open them.
Don't
You kind of like looking, you're trying to like as you get in a closer inspection, you kind of see that guy, that Trandoshan you were just looking at, kind of like look back, like snap his head around and kind of look back your way, like as if he doesn't really want you looking into his stuff.
Don looks at the Transocean, and he's gonna make. Listen
So
here.
so hold on
Lizard man.
before you get into trouble, I want to know what the rest of these guys are doing,
All right.
and then we'll come back to this, okay?
Okay.
So what are the rest of you guys doing for to kind of get your setup, your formation, or your like what do you guys do?
We should probably like scout the train out, right?
I want to know where the goods are on the train so that I can know where I want to sit.
Okay. We'll say that they're in a cargo car that is, somewhere in the middle of the train, and we'll say that there's like two cargo containers next to each other, and then there's like a passenger car, and then other cars after that. So there is a place to sit if you want to be in a passenger place. There's also a place to sit if you want to like sit in the cargo with the boxes. There's also we'll say that there's a flatbed car near the back.
Okay, then what I want to do is I want to hang out with the box.
Okay. Who else?
Wait,
I'd
what
like
is
to
Noel
scout the
doing?
train out.
Noel is hanging out with the boxes. Like he's going to be
Oh.
standing next with.
Oh, so he's with me in here with the boxes.
Okay, so you're going to be there too. The
Well, yeah, 'cause
Trandoshan.
I'm still arguing with this Transocean.
Yeah. The
creature.
Trandoshan is also going to be there with the boxes.
I mean, I'll go with Kitty to scout the train.
Meow. Or a little cat that follows her.
Okay.
It's a good
Are
idea.
you going to
I wanna
go
scout
see
towards the
that.
front of the train or the back of the train?
Well, if there's more people going, I guess we could split up.
I want to be with Kitty.
Okay, oh, that's fine. We can go to the front first. The
I want to be with somebody who could punch people because I can't.
Jeanette, what is the name of the cat?
Hmm.
The Mercs want to know.
I'll think about it. I want to pick a good one. I don't just want to pick one. Like I don't want to name it like Fluffy, not Fluffy, but I want to pick like. So give me.
Okay.
I'll think.
Well,
Okay, so back
On
to
the
Kitty.
way-
How you
on
scout?
the way, on
I
the
vote
way,
for Skittles.
Go ahead, Kitty.
on the way out of the cargo hold, I'd like to be able to like push Don away from the arguing and tell him to get his ass to scout the train.
Okay, so we'll revisit Dawn in a minute. Nahili,
And-
as she's going to scout, kind of like puts an arm on your shoulder as you're trying to start to argue, and kind of strongly suggests going maybe to scout the other way. But we'll find out how you respond in a second as we finish up what she's doing. Okay?
I got a soft spot for her.
Uh-huh.
How dare she
All right. So
say
you're
it.
going, Katie. You're going forward.
Yeah, we'll go to the beginning because isn't there just more cargo behind us?
Yeah, but there's also that flatbed, and eventually there's the back of the train.
So it's probably
Okay.
more likely to see people from the front.
Okay.
Time
So, yeah,
is-
we want
So
whichever way we think people are because we want to go see if there's people, how many people, what kind of people.
Okay, so you see that you guys go to the front of the train, and you see that there's there's a decent amount of like random folk looking.
Like
You
one
see
sand person.
you see a couple people kind of like sitting on their own, like maybe in a group over here. There's the occasional. So as you guys are loading, you do notice that there are a couple stormtroopers near and around the area. You wouldn't be surprised if you saw a couple of them on the train.
Are they traveling or are they like patrolling? Like they
Well,
running?
the boss guy did say that they have done random inspections. It looks like you see them kind of like stopping people like 1 or 2 people every now and then, and kind of like looking
Can't
them
they ever
over.
just take a vacation? Like
No, the Empire demands
Does take
vigilance.
vacation.
Jesus, like they don't have like vacation days like that they can use.
Uh-huh.
There'll be no benefits.
Plenty
I
of
think
time.
I'm gonna need to sit and land over there.
Plenty of
Talk
time to rest when you're dead. Anyways,
them.
you see that they're occasionally like working around the ship up near the front.
There ain't no rest for the wicked.
You're not sure if they're gonna work their way back or what their plans are yet, but things. Not they're just kind of around and looking, doing like cursory looks or look-arounds. They don't really pay you much attention at the moment, though, as they're they're preoccupied.
All right, so as we go through all these people, can Jeanette do like a perception check to kind of just feel?
Yeah, sure.
Just to kind of get, do you feel any like maybe aggressive thoughts or?
Okay, so Jeanette or Nabnia, how are you trying to perceive this? Like, what are you looking for, and what kind of specifics are you looking to find?
So I'm either looking to find. So I don't think that whoever would be here to acquire them that aren't us, I don't think they would be like nervous about it. Obviously, though, I would be looking for people who seemed nervous, but I doubt that the people we're looking for would be like that. Instead, I want to try and look for people who look like they are
suspect,
like that calm, cool, calculating, waiting for that precise moment everything is planned.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody who might be like scoping the room through the corner of their eyes, and you can kind of tell that their attention isn't on the paper that they're reading, or things like that. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right, so go ahead and roll. It's going to be, we'll say that's going to be 3 purple dice, because that's going to be like very small, minute, like tiny things you're looking for, or tells that people are giving away.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, so you're looking around, and you're not really able to tell much information from people, or maybe there's like somebody who looks suspicious, and right as you're about to mention it, they like get up and walk away to like the bathroom or something, and it seems like they're not really, like maybe you're wrong. So you're not really feeling good about any of the tells you're getting, and you're not sure if anyone is really there or if they're not. But there is something advantageous about the situation. Want to tell us what it is?
Maybe I don't know. I don't know if there's anything I can do that would give Kitty a better role of trying to do the same thing.
If anybody else wants to maybe tell something that's advantageous, they can jump in now too.
Because Kitty, your perception is just as good as mine.
What is she looking for?
She has an advantage, and I'm looking for somebody to add something to the scene that's advantageous.
Maybe the fact that we are walking. And like trying to scope people. Maybe the advantageous part is that we are doing such a good job that people don't notice that that's what we're doing.
Okay, so no one's really kind of paying attention.
Like, we still look good.
No one's
even
no one's noticing that you're looking at them.
They're here, can't tell what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. That works. Okay, so then, who haven't we done? We haven't done Chewie yet. Chewie, what are you doing?
So where are the guards right now?
So there's a couple. So right now they're scouting as Kitty and Nab or Nihili and Nab are scouting the front of the train. They see a couple stormtrooper people kind of, going through the crowd when working around up there. You guys haven't gotten a look at the back of the train yet. And
It would be suggested maybe not to let Chewie out in the open per se, because maybe there could be communications going on about a wild Wookiee that slaughtered people.
ooh, that's an excellent idea.
Well, I mean, we're not the stormtroopers, but the Transocean that came on the ship with us, or the train with us.
The Trandoshan is with the cargo in the cargo.
Yeah, he's arguing with Dawn right now.
Yeah.
And then it's just one of them?
Yeah, just one of the Trandoshans have come on board to kind of make sure that you guys hold up your end.
Okay, I'm going to be there.
I see where you're going with this, Chewie. I see where you're going with this, Chewie. And Dawn does not like killing people.
So you're saying I can take them?
A Trandoshan and a Wookiee walk into a cargo room.
One comes out alive.
Frag grenade.
Okay, so you're gonna be hanging out with the Trandoshan then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so then back to Dawn. Or wait, where's Lando in all of this?
He's with us. He came in the back with us.
That's right. He's hanging out there too. Okay.
Yeah.
So back to Dawn.
Yeah.
You're starting to kind of get in with this guy.
I got what was it? Kitty. I mean.
Yeah. Nahili. You're starting to get into it with this guy, and Nahili like kind of puts a hand on your shoulder and suggests
push you towards the door, like
maybe scouting out the back of the train, and then she walks off. What do you do?
Graham.
I don't. There is no wrong answer here.
I know there's no wrong answer. But Graham, I'm gonna ask you a question, Graham.
Sure.
To set a weapon to stun.
Yeah.
Like, would he see me do that, or would he just think I'm playing around with my belt or something?
You just say you have set your weapon to stun, and since you guys haven't gotten into a fight yet, I'll assume you've done it before you got on.
All right, because he doesn't like killing people. Chuster's in here with me and Lando.
Yes.
And it's just a Transocean. He's the only one that represents the criminals.
Yes, well they have to, I mean, you figure through negotiations or dealings or whatever, they usually have to send one guy. They usually have to send somebody.
I'm not 100%
close the
sure
deal.
that there's just one of them.
Well, from the lounge from the previous day that this is one of the guys that you were encountered with.
All right. Dawn. Okay, is Lando directly in the room? Like Lando sees Dawn.
Yeah. No, you guys are all right there.
Okay. Dawn looks at Lando, and he gives Lando a wink, which you probably couldn't tell because he wears the helmet, but he gives him a wink.
You do that. You do that Star Wars nod, where that the music goes no.
And and then Dawn just draws his weapon and shoots the Transocean with the stun on to knock him out. To knock him out.
So quick question. Quick question. Are you doing this after you guys have loaded but have not left the station yet, or are you going to wait until the train is going?
Move it.
Okay.
Move it.
Because
then I'm going to throw him out the train.
We have to finish the job.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
we'll finish the job. I just like this guy.
So, as the train starts pulling away from the station, and you guys wait a couple minutes or whatever.
With my heavy blaster at that now.
Lando, Chewie, and Dawn are hanging out with this guy in the cargo container or the cargo room, and Lando looks over at Dawn, and you just see him kind of give a quick nod with his hand on a gun. And I'm not going to play this out because this isn't worth it. Are the two of you going to do anything to stop him from throwing him off the car? From stunning him and throwing him off the train?
Can I help him?
You guys don't think this will call too much attention to us?
Okay, so...
They wouldn't notice
that. It doesn't sound like Noel's helping or getting in the way of. Anyways, so the way that this goes down is Lando looks over at Dawn.
Dawn nods.
And Dawn kind of looks over at Chewie and nods, and Chewie nods back, and then Dawn looks at Lando and nods, and Lando's like, "What?" And then Dawn nods some of them again, and then
And this quick draws like a cow. Like,
and then so Dawn draws his blaster and blasts this guy right in the back, like when he's not looking at all, and stuns him, knocks him out cold. And then we'll say that with Dawn and Chewie helps him heave this guy up. They open like the side container door, and they just huck the guy out.
wait, matter of fact, before we hub him out, I have a knife. Can I slit his throat?
What the hell?
Are you going? You want to slit his throat?
Yes.
He's like, you wanna?
And if I can't, I'll just throw him out. But if you allow it, Graham, I would like to slit his throat and kill him.
I mean, sure, yeah. If you want to
All right,
have that
Graham.
problem
So
fall down or come down on you, yeah.
Don just like takes his knife out.
I'm sure this will in no way cause you any problems in the future.
So we're trying to
Wow.
set up a good relationship with a guy to trade and stuff, and you want to kill one of his men.
Yeah, can we like
This is one of
mutiny or
his men.
something?
Y'all are in the front cart.
Well,
I got you catnapped.
I mean-
Today, Don
I'm just
got
talking
this.
as the PC.
I mean, at this point, yeah. So,
If we're in the mood of slitting throats, can I do something too?
oh god.
Oh my!
So,
wait, we don't.
so before we go any
Don,
further,
no mutilation. We don't mutilate bodies.
Can we-
here.
before we go any further, hold on, guys, hold on. So before we go any further, I will bring to attention the fact that now that you've killed this guy, they cannot verify how well your job has gone. So the bonus condition of having them repair your ship has now been failed.
Great. Awesome.
Wow.
As well as
Right.
whatever else might happen at the destination of where you guys are going. Which who knows where you're going and who's you're meeting?
No
So
idea.
can I make the decision now to try to tackle him before he kills this guy?
And I
So,
will shoot you as a reaction.
With that in mind, hold on, guys. With that in mind,
I have two handguns, Lando.
Dawn.
I have a left hand.
or Chewie,
Dawn.
I guess. Who is asking the question? I think it was Chewie asking if he wants to do something.
Chewie, stop Lando.
Chewie, what is your question?
Okay, is the guard dead yet, or the Transocean?
You
I slit his
guys,
throat.
slit his throat and threw him out of the train.
Oh,
Oh,
Also,
so
they did this happen.
See,
So that's
Tristan,
not-
what you should have asked was like, could I pick his pockets before we throw him? That's what you're supposed to ask.
No, I was gonna ask, so he can't break his back anymore.
Oh.
He's already dead. I don't.
All
yeah.
right.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
never
already dead.
mind then. Proceed.
All right. Can I
Um,
say like his accessory belt, like his equipment belt?
That's probably a good idea. We'll say yes because he definitely has
And then I just like
He
I look
has
at two sides,
a communications device on there, which is probably going to be handy if you want to figure out what you guys are doing.
Mhm. He just puts this in his own
Um,
belt. He puts his belt on.
Lando, how do you deal with this?
And you thought Ares was bad.
Oh, this is already a train wreck.
John looks
Literally.
at Lando, he's like this, it's gonna be fine. This man, based on how he did not want to answer my question earlier, his boss.
I mean, the
owns
plus
some-
side is that you have a couple crates of highly illegal stuff that you could do whatever you want with now.
yeah.
Can I open the crates?
The downside is you don't know where it's going, who's paid for it, and
Nah, but Grant, did
but,
you
you
know, I
know.
said to Lando, Lando, listen.
Okay,
So
so
what
with this
does mean
being,
no all ship?
does he
You
get
get
to
to
decide?
decide who's on the ship?
well, so this isn't your ship. This is a train.
But I mean, like,
Yeah,
the
train.
crew and
Lando.
the job. Or,
Yeah. Hold on a sec.
Let me
What-
say
what's
this
up,
to
Don?
Lando. Lando, I did this because I want you to understand this. I did this because first, the man had disrespected me and my honor as a Mandalorian. Second, his boss must have slaves. He did not want to answer my questions, and I could not accept that, so he needed to die. After this, Don goes in the corner, does a slight prayer to redeem himself, because he does not like killing people, but he has to do it. He's just like in the corner, kneeling down, doing a Mandalorian prayer
That's actually not
To-
a bad
to his ancestors.
answer.
you know.
Anyways, Lando, you just saw these guys stun him, cut the dude's throat, and throw him off the train.
That's it?
And,
What
and
do
now
you-
Don. And
What's
Don's
your
praying in
reaction to
the
all of this? Hold on, let Noel do take a turn here.
He's a fucking maniac.
Well, I mean,
Chewie, what's
you
it?
know now, like you have these crates. You know that he didn't really tell you the contact or what's going on, so you don't really know where this job is going at this point.
Right, so you were saying something about a communications device that we could take a look at?
Yeah,
I have.
So Dawn took off the utility belt that has a communications a comm unit on it.
Okay. I don't have it in my hands, so
You have to ask
Chewie.
for it, that's it.
I mean, you can ask for it.
okay. Can I examine the
Don just
communications
tosses
device?
it over to Lando.
What are you examining?
Communication device. Where is it connected to? Who has it been talking to?
It's just
What?
okay. So you're trying to like look at the most recent contacts or whatever, or call.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say that in the recent contacts, there's a. We'll say that the guy, the boss guy, is on there. Maybe a couple other numbers that or a couple other contacts that you're not really familiar with, but you do recognize that the boss guy is on there.
All right, Chewie, can you pry these things open so we can see what's inside?
Yes, I want to open them.
Okay.
So simple-minded. Yes, I wish to open box.
Let's see.
Smash!
How do you go about opening them?
Don't smash it.
Can
We want to sell this.
can I just like grab the lid with one hand, grab the side of the box with one hand, and just separate
Right,
them?
open
Just rip it apart?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta
just
pry.
rip it apart.
Yes. Can you make excuse me, a brawn or a brawl? Wait, where is it? Yeah, make a brawl check. We'll say it's 2 purple. These are not really like heavily armored boxes. They're just crates and stuff.
No purple though, huh?
Okay, so
Oh, there we go.
wow. Okay, so we'll say that you're after you kind of you put your arms on the box. You're trying to like pull it apart, and you're trying to show off like how strong you're. You're just like, "Ah!" And then the box doesn't really open for you, which is a little humorous because you're this big hulking Wookiee, and you
lopped the man
can't
in
open
half
like like this little I don't know. It's not made of wood, but it's like not really heavily put together.
Okay, so that's that. We don't know what's inside the thing. We don't know really how to glean any information.
I mean,
from this
somebody
made
else
out
could
of
try. I mean,
It's
that
made out of wood.
you guys could try again to open it. Like not Chewie, but somebody else could try to find
It's
a way.
made out of wood.
It's not made out of wood. It's not like it's wood, but it's some other
But
kind
it
of
looks
not.
like wood.
It's not durable material. It's pretty flimsy in general.
Can
If
we
I were
shoot
to-
at it?
Can I
Yes.
shoot it?
Oh,
I'll
God.
shoot it.
No, Juicer, no. Don't shoot it.
Get back
Shoot it.
yet?
I'll dual
Like,
wheel
are we,
shoot it.
are we getting
Back to the
Don't
car.
shoot it.
I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah.
That's
After
what
this next
Juicer-
action, you guys can say we'll say that you guys came back.
Do
Oh,
not
piss off.
shoot it, Juicer. I have a
Piss off.
frag grenade. We can do this in
Oh, come
style.
on.
No,
Can't you
no,
wait
no,
till we
no.
get her to help you?
That'll
I'm
kill us
playing,
both.
guys. Don is still praying in the corner.
I
Okay.
want to shoot. I want to dual wheel shoot.
So you're gonna like shoot maybe like say shoot the locks off or something.
Yeah.
pew pew.
Okay, so that'll be we'll say that's gonna be we'll say it's gonna be 3 purple dice because you're shooting a box that's like locked. You're not really. It's not really like a conventional way of opening it. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
But you're also shooting like directly at the locking mechanisms or whatever. So
Yeah.
a little more accuracy is involved. So make a ranged weapon attack against against 3 purple dice.
3 purple.
Yeah.
Ranged light.
Wait, what?
I bought that today.
he justifies the gloriousness, but he's
Okay, so you paid for the third rank in ranged weapons.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
so
I hate that.
you need to give me
if
3 purple dice.
Oh. Oh, I see. You didn't go with it. My bad.
Wow. Okay. So you shoot a couple of your blasters into the locking mechanism, and
Pew, pew.
you miss, and then they like kind of ricochet and shoot like into the side of the train.
All the bloody sword. All the
And it's
bloody
like one of the
swords
shots like
deserve
shoot
this.
like ricochets over just over the top of the doorway where Kitty and Nabnia or Nihili and Nabnia walk in, and they're like, "What the heck just happened?" So
This
yeah,
what happens
Nihili
when you leave
Oh,
eyes
no.
open.
and Nabnia, you guys enter back into this cargo room. The Trandoshan is missing, and you just got a blaster shot like hit the door above, like the door frame above you.
We leave the room for 5 minutes.
It was that one. Done.
Why is there a trail of blood leading out the side of the train?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a blood trail leading to the door.
So wait.
I guess
Did Lando just
if you guys
point
are the
me
only
out?
Witnesses,
Yes,
then-
he did.
Lando did point me out?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah, Lando
When,
was
oh, wait.
here.
When they walk in, they see
Uh-huh.
me praying
Yep.
in a corner. Like, you don't know if Don did this. They
So
weren't
that makes it
there.
even weirder.
You know exactly.
It's like you just shot the guy, slit his throat, threw him out of the tray, went to the corner and prayed, and then they come in, they're like, "What the hell
Supposed
happened?"
to help
And
me.
he just points to you praying in a corner.
Well,
He
just like,
wait, who came in?
Nihili and Nabnia.
The female members of the group just walked in. They say, "This is why guys can't be left alone. Things don't end
We
up
left
right."
you. You had one job. You had one job.
So I guess the only positive right now is the fact that the only witnesses to what happened are us, so we can spin the story any way we want.
There's a
Yeah, okay.
There are
Here's-
stormtroopers on the
And
ship.
here's an idea I had. The communication device, Noel said it had contacts in the last boss, right? Or like the boss guy?
Well, he's able to recognize that one of the contacts is the boss,
Okay.
but there's a couple others in there that you have no idea who they are.
Noel has like super charisma, right?
I have
Sure.
He can
Deception?
rally the Union.
charm. Deception is my
Matt,
favorite.
okay. Look, get this. What if you call the boss saying, "Hey, yo, your dude died"? Like,
I mean, he was just standing there, and then he just died. Like, I don't know.
like maybe
No.
there was like a
It should be like this.
around the box. You know, you're going up to him and was like, "Hey, buddy," and you like kicked him in the stomach. He died. Of course, we killed the other guy. They're both dead. Where are we going?
Nah. You gotta spin it. You gotta make it sound realistic.
Great
You
idea.
gotta make it sound realistic. Lando, this is what you gotta tell him. Like, when you make the phone call, the guy's like, "What's the problem?" You're like, "Your friend died." He's like, "How?" You just say, like, stormtroopers are doing, like, their average, anal checks as they do. And
No,
he
because
came in
they
there.
put like an ABP out, and he's like, "There's no word on anyone talking about it." So.
Well, what if Lando calls and he's all frantic? He's like,
Yeah,
"What's going on? I thought you had all the stormtroopers, Sarah. You had a plan. All this crap is going on. They killed your guy, something like that."
I'm gonna tell. Yeah, okay. Check this out. I got a great
Make
story.
sure you shoot your blaster randomly to make it sound like you're in a gunfight.
shoot to the pew pew.
Just shoot in the air so he thinks you're in a battle.
And tell him that that out of nowhere this guy got super crazy offended and pulled out a gun on one of my guys, and my guy had to, he just freaked out. We don't know what went wrong. Next thing I know, stormtrooper shows up, pulls him out to another car, and we see him get thrown out of the side of the car with his neck all bloodied and slit.
Funny thing is, I look like a stormtrooper, Mandalorian.
First of all, the stormtroopers would put out like almost like a police radar thing. They'd probably be listening out for any reports on this happening.
Don't give Grandma
Well,
ideas.
it's all based on the stormtrooper if he's corrupt or not. We don't know. They're like grunts. They don't know. They
But
just
just
do
don't
what they do.
Trust me, Noel. My plan has completely gone out the window at this point.
Grandma, I'd love doing that to you.
All right,
I mean,
so,
I'm fine. I think that's awesome.
Graham, I want to call the guy and use my deception to paint a picture of how his guy, died on the train and
How
fell
his
on
band spontaneously died.
No,
and we what's wrong, and we're looking for some guidance because we thought he was a professional and hired serious people.
Oh damn.
And,
No.
really needs
Well,
to,
you should say like Rebels did it because Rebels don't have any official thing.
dare
Just say
you.
Rebels did it.
So that's what I want to do.
Say like
Okay.
undercover Rebels did it.
So roll
Spies.
your deception. This is gonna be 3. This is gonna be 2 purple and 1 red
Ooh.
Jeez.
because I'm gonna flip that point right there.
Damn.
Noel, flip the point back on
He
him.
wants to make sure you fail.
Noel,
This
flip
is
a
a
point.
little bit. This is